Welcome back to Little Piece of Heaven Farm. My name's Farron, and I'm going to do a few little things we got to do today. And as you can tell behind me, I've already removed all the branches that was piled up here when I cut all the ice storm damage off of these two tree and this bush here. Anyway, today here I got to fix my septic tank lid. The lid I have on there, I think it was a couple years ago, I accidentally drove across it with my tractor and broke the lid. So I finally decided to place a new lid, and that's what I got here today. It came from the post office, and that's what I got. Good old knife key. There we go. This ought to work a lot better than what was on there. Now this is all solid. It's plastic. The one I have on there was just plastic coated over a chipboard, so you can see why that didn't last. Anyhow, let's head on over to the septic tank and get this one slapped on. As you can see, I drove the tractor right in there and just caved it in. So let's go ahead and get this old broken one off. What is it, Dillinger? What's going on? Where's Tangerine? There you go, Dillinger. You're out here to inspect the job? Okay, got it on there. It's a really tight fit. So I think I'm gonna bring some dirt to put around here to raise this up so this thing ain't sticking up so high. Make it a little easier for me to mow the lawn right here. But anyway, there's that new lid. Well guys, as you probably could tell, it's a different day. I went to try to get my tractor here fired up and it wouldn't start. So I had to order some parts. The connection to the battery, it's all badly corroded and wires are starting to look bad. The casing of it is cracked, and so anyway, I got some new parts for it coming. I'm supposed to arrive sometime today or tomorrow. So when they arrive, I'll probably have a different video out for that, showing you what I had to replace and so forth. Because I was going to get it, had to empty out my brush here that I picked up and get some dirt and put around the septic tank lid area to bring that soil up higher. But that's going to have to wait for another day until I get my parts and get that tractor fixed. Right here beside my tractor, there's all these yellow flowers in bloom underneath our mini maple tree, of what's left of it anyway from that ice storm. And yeah, while I'm waiting for those parts to come in, I'm going to head over here to the chicken yard here and clean out their hen house and their nesting boxes, put down some new pine shavings, fill up their feed bins and etc. And there you go. Got a wheelbarrow full of good old chicken compost. I'll throw this in my compost pile out there, but you can't use this year. You're gonna have to let that compost down for next year's compost, because this chicken manure is too hot for your garden. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the compost pile, and that's where it'll sit for a year. There you go. Good old chicken compost. Chicken manure from our hen house. Let that sit there for a year. Well, it looks like I got quite a few eggs in here. I know she's sitting on some. Yeah, she's not really liking here. She's got like 6 eggs under her. Here's our little egg carrier. T-shirt works out great to hold eggs. No need to buy anything fancy. Alright. I'll go get these in the house and I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. I'm going to get them some hay and put some hay in their laying nest there. Oh, now I got 2 hens in the box. I went and got some hay to put in their nesting box. And I also got some of the stuff here called Worm Begone. Just a bunch of natural herbs that you sprinkle around in their nest. It helps with worms, and it's also support for a healthy digestive system. Just sprinkle some of that around there on the bottom. Put a little bit of hay in each one. Gives them something nice and soft for them to sit on while they lay their eggs. It also helps protect the eggs, because you don't have anything in there it could crack or break. There's always that possibility. Okay, let's see if I can get some in there for her, and she'll spread that around. And give her some, and she'll spread that around and make a nest. Alright, there you go. The rest of it I'm just going to throw outside, and chickens will eat it. We like to put 1 bag in each one. We got Dr. Pol 16% poultry pearls. See if this is eat. Oh, there we go. That was pretty easy. Just fill the bins up about halfway. And put some poultry booster. This has vitamins and minerals in there for a healthy chicken. So I'll just sprinkle some of that in there in each one. Try to put about half in each one. Then I got some hen grit number 2. It's for their gizzards, so they grind up their food. I like to put a handful in each one of that in there. All right, just kind of mix that in. Alright, now we'll top it off with this other bag of poultry food. There you go. They're both filled up to the top. That'll last a while. There you go. All cleaned up and ready to go for them. Nesting box all cleaned up, fresh hay, clean floor off, cedar shavings, or actually these are pine shavings. There are food bins filled up with vitamins in it and grit. I've heard things floating around in from various places saying that chickens poop mostly at night. And anytime they say that, they always pointing where they roost at night. But you gotta stop and think. They're sitting there for what? Anywhere from 8 to 10 hours? Yeah, it may seem like they're pooping a lot, but they're not pooping any more than they do during the day when they're out here in the chicken run. And you don't notice it because it's spread out all over the chicken run. So when you sit in one spot for 8-10 hours, yeah, all those chickens all lined up in a row, yeah, it's going to look like a lot that they're pooping a lot at night. So personally, I don't think that's true. Anyhow, I wonder what he's up to. Huh. Yeah, I need to get that fixed. I need to go to the store. I know I've been saying it in the past, but I need to find some screws for that. Anyhow, I got their block out here for them to gnaw on. Yeah, on these really warm days, to help keep the hen house itself cool, I like to leave this big door open. And just hold it up. There, just like that. Anyhow, what are you doing there, Dillinger? No, you can't come in. Hey, you guys wondering how to make lemon chicken? Here you go. You let them eat lemon balm. Lemon chicken. Down here in my garden, and those are shallots. Here's my overwintered celery. Yeah, doing quite well. The only problem when you let them overwinter, come spring, got to be careful. It will bolt and go to seed. Unless that's what you want, you go ahead and let it do that, and then you can have celery seeds. Over here, a while back, I transplanted some Swiss chard that grew up in the walkway and stuck them up here in the bed so they don't get trampled on. They seem to be doing very well. And here's my horseradish, grown in a pot, so you can grow a garden in a pot. More of the shallots, looking good. Here's ones that I must have missed and popped up again during the winter. I separated them and spread them out. And that's my volunteer broccoli. It's doing good. And of course the chives are doing good. You see we've been harvesting right there. And there's the parsley. Cleaned it up, cut out what was no good, and you can see that it's coming back, growing some new stalks. Good old parsley. What are you doing down there, Dillinger? Meow. Meow. Tangerine. Meow. Tangerine. What are you doing? I think he adopted us. Hey, Tangerine. Yeah, I'm gonna scratch up on the tire. Well, he can hang out here if he wants. But we did make a decision that he's not going to be an indoor cat. Strictly outdoors. That's Mother Nature for you. She can be evil and very sweet. Very destructive and very pretty. Well, anyway, it's a good sign that spring's getting closer. Alright, over here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've got some of my radishes coming up already through here. So over this area, I'm going to plant some New Zealand spinach. And you're going to want to plant these about 1/4 of an inch down. And it says here in the back of the packet, 3-inch spacing. Takes 7 days to germinate and about 45 days for the harvest. Which would just be like a cut and grow is how I'm going to use it as. Alright. You can see how big the seeds are. Let me get up closer. About 3 inches apart. Kind of like, I'm just going to do like a little zigzag pattern here. Okay, I'm going to go on the other side, and I think I'll plant some more over there. All right, I got a few left in here, so I'm going to find another home for these. No reason to keep a packet with 5 seeds in it. Alright, we got a new home for the rest of those seeds. I think I'll put 2 rows of them in here. Down here along this bed here, I think I'm going to plant a row of radishes. About 1/4 inch deep. I think I'll continue that row on down. I like to pat them down to get good soil contact. And I only got a little bit of peas in this pack, and that's only what I got left. So I'm going to go ahead and get them planted. I'm going to put them about 1 inch down. put them in there kind of heavy. All right. All right, that's all planted up. Okay, I just went in there and got the fan turned on and opened up some windows. It's like 81 degrees in there. So out here, last year I had corn on both sides of me here, and I think I'm going to do that again this year, because that worked really well last year. You know, the corn grew well, got really tall, covered up the greenhouse right here so it doesn't heat the greenhouse so much during the summer. So that's probably what I'm going to do, grow corn in these two little plots here again this year. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end this video. Now I got some errands I got to go run, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.